welcome back to That's How You Feel podcast. We got a very special guest this week. He's the founder of HIPE Media, a creative content agency which goals to help inspire people through unique and impactful storytelling. And also HIPE Golf, a nonprofit organization which initiative is to help diversify the game of golf and simply make it dope. He's also every mediocre golfer's daily reminder that you are trash and you need to give your ass some lessons. We welcome Roger Steele to That's How You Feel podcast. Roger, thank you for joining the show, bro.
What's good?
Appreciate you, brother.
Bro, that's the best intro I done ever had so far, bro. So y'all just
Hey, it took me a cool hour and a half to fucking write that one down. I had to make sure I was on my A game with that one.
I'm not getting on no podcast. I'm like, let me hear your intro real quick before I try to get to the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, so I want to get right into it. You know, I need some advice. You feel me? I got some friends who of course are high level trash at golf. I'm talking about like waste management sponsorship trash, left boxes of candy, unfinished popcorn under the seats at the movies trash.
That's trash.
But they only want to play 18. They never want to hit the range.
Right.
What do you suggest I do?
Bro, but to me, that whole shit is just like, why do you like torturing yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you can't like losing golf balls. You can't like, hitting out of trees and shit. Like, it's costing you money. It's costing you time.
Facts.
Like, why don't you just invest in getting better at the game? Because on some real shit, like if we talking about like how you supposed to use the game of golf, a lot of people be like, oh, I want to play golf because I get to network all the deals I made on the course. And like, really, dog, deals get made when you like decent at golf. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see somebody trash, I'm like, bro, so really you brought me out here and you wasted my time. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
And they'll be taking 6 hours to finish a round two.
Because you knew you was
pace
trash.
of play.
You knew you was trash before we even got here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like you really came out here with intent to disrespect me. You know, now I gotta take that shit personally.
100%.
And that's how
you feel.
Everybody should hold their friends accountable like that. Like, bro, you really out here like, I got shit to do. I got like a life and stuff, and you want me to like, go on the scavenger hunt with you every time we go to the golf.
Go camping out in the woods and shit, huh?
Man, ticks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, bro. You know, man,
your game solid as fuck though, bro. I gotta admit that. And but
look like that.
I told you,
don't it? I be making it look like that, don't it?
No, it's too easy. It's too easy for you sometimes. But I want to address something. I told you in your DMs. I told you that lag in your swing.
Yeah.
I call it lag swag. It's second to none. But
lag swag.
I feel like you're picking up your tee and heading to the cart by the time you hit it. Like it makes no sense, but to me it does. But how'd you get your swing, especially your style? How'd you get it?
My swing, bro. I don't know. Like, so like it's been through a lot, right? So like I remember, so I started playing when I was younger.
I got a life of his own?
Bro, no, it's been through a lot, bro. Like it's just I started playing when I was younger, so I had one swing and I was trash when I was a little kid, right? For like straight trash. And so then like they used to always tell me to like slide my hips. Then I went to college and I quit playing golf for like I quit playing golf for like 8 years from like 2006 to like 2000. 13 or something like that, 12 or 13 is when I picked it back up. So when I came back to it, I had been in the gym and stuff, so I had got stronger on my upper body, so my slide kind of went away. I still had the slide, but then my upper body was rotating a lot faster, but I was like bulky, so my swing was short. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah.
Bulky. What were you benching?
Like when I maxed out, I was like 375 in college.
Oh, he's pushing heavy, bro.
Yeah, I was pushing heavy in college. Yeah, I need to find some of them pictures and shit so y'all don't think I'm capping on here. But no. So then I started getting in the long drive. So then because I had like a little short swing, but I was still hitting that shit, right? So then my boy was like, man, why don't you try long drive? So then that's when I figured out how to like wrap my club around my head down there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To hit the ball.
Yeah.
And then when I did that though, I got like back trash again at golf. Like I couldn't break 90. You know what I mean? Just because the ball was just going everywhere. And so then after long drive, that's when everything started to like calm down into like what it is today. So it's still like my swing, like y'all think, the lag shit cool, but a lot of people tell me that shit wild and it's like hard to time. You know what I mean?
It's so fucking hard.
But people
it's so
want
hard.
me to like shorten my swing up, you know what I mean? And then, but I'm like, man, dog, I'll get paid quicker, playing recreationally than I would trying to be, motherfucker, the next Tiger or something like that. So,
and some people got to realize you're gonna have to backtrack in golf. You're gonna have to get really trash to get to at least back to trash. You know what I mean, sometimes you're gonna have to backtrack to get back
People are
to.
willing to sacrifice like that, bro. That's really what it comes
Yeah.
down to. You know what I mean? Like, like say when you go get a lesson, right? An instructor will tell you like work on this drill, and then you will do that shit for like 4 reps, and then be back to swinging full speed, and it'd be like, bro, like you're not even giving the drill a chance to like sink in, dog.
Yeah.
Like you over here trying to learn something. What the fuck else could you learn going full speed? Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, there's no opportunity for your body to like really ingrain those movement patterns at all. And it's just kind of like people, like everybody that come into golf, they think that this is like I mean, golf, man, this shit easy, dog. I mean, ball ain't moving.
Exactly.
I mean, this shit, I'm trying to murder this shit. And it's like, bro, like every other sport that you did before, when you feel like you could get mad and like bully your way through the shit, golf is the complete opposite.
Exactly.
Like, it's
100%.
everything about it is backwards, and that's why it's so dope. It just gets you to like kind of take a step back, evaluate the situation, and be like present. That's the only way you're gonna get better. You know what I mean? Or like have a good golf.
No, yeah.
experience.
All right, Roger, let's get into it real quick.
Yeah.
Talk about your upbringing, brother.
You said what?
Talk about your upbringing, family. High school, you play other sports?
Yeah, so I'm born on the west side of Chicago. So my pops was a police officer. My mom worked for the police department. And so they kept me out of a lot of trouble when I was a kid. That's the whole reason I got introduced to golf though, was because my pops was just like, man, I ain't leaving you around the crib by yourself. I'm an only child too, right? So he was just like, man,
Really?
Yeah, he like, man, I only got one shot at this shit, dog. You gonna, so he
we gonna do it right.
Yeah. So he kept me on his hip, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of, I grew up around a lot of kids. I'd sneak out just to go play basketball and stuff in the alleys and stuff. But he was really trying to like keep me away from certain things. It was like, it made our relationship rocky when I was growing up, you know what I mean? And I kind of did a lot of wild stuff just in spite of that. But now looking back at it, I'm like, man, I owe so much to the stuff that he protected me from. Cause same people I grew up around, dog, like, bro, I can't name one person like that's doing anything, bro. You know what I mean? Like for real.
Right.
So that, and you just realize like, bro, that parenting, dog, and like really taking that time, like that shit is everything. You know what I mean? So even though like I'm from the west side and there's a lot of wild stuff over here, it's like my dad did his best to like keep me in a bubble. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
but like a lot of my family and stuff, it's just like a lot of people just doing different type of stuff, dog. And I never got into it. I just saw them doing it. You know what I mean? And it was just, man, that's crazy. But no. So grew up on the west side. My pops, he a lot older, so he brought me. We got like this little 9-hole course where all the older black dudes hang out. And I just grew up around a lot of older dudes, and they were just telling me stories about like, man, this how you handle these types of situations. This how you talk to these types of people. This how you treat women. This how you do this stuff. So I felt like golf, outside of just like that, even though I didn't appreciate it as much, like I was just constantly getting put on game my whole
that interaction.
childhood. But then I also played a lot of basketball too, though, growing up. So. Like I would say that I'm like equivalent, like basketball, golf wise. You know what I mean?
Really?
You nice like that?
Yeah. Like, but
Compare yourself to somebody in the league.
Yeah.
Compare yourself to somebody in the league. What game you got?
Yeah, whose game you got? Who you compare to?
Like NBA wise.
Yeah.
But no, see now it's like levels to that shit because of the height thing. I'm only 6 feet tall, so like I wasn't gonna do nothing. But
okay, take height out of it. Take just style of game. Who you compare to?
Skill.
I would say I play like a Joe Johnson.
Well, you got handles like that? One-on-one? Monster?
Joe Johnson, like, he ain't the fastest, but he quick, and then I got a nice pull-up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I always had a lot of size on me, though, relative.
You talking about ATL Joe Johnson? You talking about Big 3 Joe Johnson? Because Big 3 Joe Johnson was different.
Hey, he's tough though. They're both tough.
No, I'm talking about NBA Joe Johnson, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, that Big 3 stuff, wild though, dog. That's dope.
Yeah, that shit is dope.
It is.
Keep doing his thing on that one.
But you know what be crazy? Just a quick aside though, on some basketball stuff. You remember Shannon Brown, bro?
100%.
We're Laker fans.
Yes.
Bro. So like so Shannon Brown, he went to Proviso East, right? So
Yeah.
He was like right down the street from where I went to high school and stuff, but he was older than me. But it's just crazy how your like physical ability drop off like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed like
Yeah.
from his whole. I remember watching him and D Brown play together. D Brown threw Shannon Brown a oop. Shannon like went up in the air and got it. Was up there for like 8 seconds, and then D Brown faked like he was gonna jump and block it just so he could let Shannon dunk on him in the middle
Oh,
of a
okay. I
game.
know exactly.
In the middle of a
Yeah.
game, and then like now you look at Shannon playing the big three, and it's like damn, he just he moving, but he ain't like man, where all that shit
He
go?
moving, right.
And
But I mean, that's what his game was though, the athleticism.
But it
for
just
the most
shows you
part.
how athletic he was, though. You know what I mean?
But still, and then bring this back to golf though, it's crazy how like in basketball, like when you over the hill, like it's just like you see the decline like that. There's no
Yeah.
opportunity for competition whatsoever. But in
Damn.
golf, you never plateau until you literally like can't move. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
No,
always Go ahead.
I'll be seeing some 79-year-olds out in the links that fucking are still shooting even par and shit. They're still scratched. Like, what? It doesn't matter. You can still play ugly. You might not have the power, but you can still play ugly and get into that fucking hole in 4.
And don't a lot of games offer you that kind of like, you know what I mean? They don't give you like the arsenal to really attack it from a bunch of different fronts like that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Besides Monopoly and Uno, brother, that's about it. That's all.
Bro, we should play Monopoly for real money though. That would be kind of crazy.
What? Yo, I'm buying every house. You're not buying shit. I got that.
Oh man.
So you went to University of Illinois. You majored in civil engineering. Now, that shit's cool and all. Now, we want to get to know that. But how was the frat life, though, bro? Talk about the frat life.
Oh, damn, y'all asking real questions.
He's like, wait, make sure the old lady's not in the room. I mean, she probably won't hear this, so.
You go close the door real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's really went to go close the door one time. He said, I ain't risking that shit. Been having a good day.
Y'all over here tripping, dog. Oh, man.
But anyways.
But I'm with it, right?
But you know what, bro? Like, Phi Beta Sigma, that's what I played. I'm a Sigma, right? So we a non-hazing organization, right? You know what I mean? You know what that means.
Yep.
But it was just like that experience of like pledging, and then that experience of like, trying to like that was like an intro to like politics and shit damn near, right? Like, you think about being in a fraternity and like, like U of I population, it wasn't that big. So it was like on the black side, you know what I mean? Especially the black Greek side. So you really had like your athletes, and then you had your Greek organizations, and then it was just kind of like everybody else. So like it was, you was in the spotlight a lot more than,
Normal college student, yeah.
Than I was used to, you know what I mean? And I think that like understanding how to handle that, like, and then I was the president and stuff like that. So how to navigate them meetings, and then we was constantly getting in trouble with different stuff, getting into fights and stuff, and then trying to, keep from getting suspended, like go to like the dean's office in the suit and stuff and plead your case for, well, I had to whoop his ass because you know what I mean. What happened was he came over, you know what I mean.
How you doing that voice for?
Yeah, you said what?
Because you gotta be real professional with it.
Yeah, because you kind of gotta, you know what I mean. So I always, but I'm just really glad that like I made it out of there like healthy, bro. Like you think back on like the stuff that we was doing to our bodies, like on a nightly basis, you know what I mean? And then to make it out of there like and be like a normal adult, I'm like, oh shit. So now you think about either one of y'all got kids?
Nothing.
Not that we know of.
How old are y'all?
I'm 27.
27 as well.
Both 27.
Bro, but it's just like you think about having kids and knowing they getting ready to go to college, bro, and you like, oh my God, dog. If you anything like I was, it's like it's a toss up on if you're gonna make it out of there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bro, one time I went to the hospital because my kidney shut down. Like it was that crazy.
Hold on. What do you mean it shut down? Like it's a nightclub. What do you mean it shut down?
It hung up the close sign, dog. Like it's just like, nah, we not coming to work today. You tripping, bro. You tripping. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. But college was a wild time, dog. And it was just like I didn't touch a golf club like that whole time. Like nobody that I went to college with even knew I played golf. Like period. You know what I mean? And so, like I think that between the drinking, the socializing, like kind of like the intro to politics, like obviously like all of the stuff that was going on with women and stuff down there, You know what I mean? You just learned a lot about who you were as like a man. You know what I mean? And so then when I came out of college, I just knew that like the things that I was doing engineering wise, I'm like, bro, this not me. Like I was just a man, dog. Like I can't go to sitting behind this desk like this, you know.
Damn.
Now, I noticed you were on the step team too, but how much of an influence was seeing Homeboy on Stomp the Yard pulling Megan Good on your decision to start the step?
Bro, I really don't even I remember seeing that, but I don't know if that was before or after. I don't remember
Well,
when.
Stomp the Yard was like what? I think it's like 04?
No, it was not 04. That
Bro.
was not 04. That was clearly 09. 08.
No, we could put 100 on that. I know
It was
I
not
know it's before
04.
09.
Oh, y'all, I just heard the bet.
I say 100 on. I say 100 on 07 and under.
You said
No, I'll take that. 100. I'll take that.
I'll take that. You say it's 09?
I say it's 08, 09.
Okay,
Bro,
I say 07 and under.
Bro, what are you talking about?
This how y'all tripping because you started off with 04.
He said 04, yes.
Okay, but he jumped up to 09. So I'm like, I'm trying to find my way in the middle. You know what I mean? Like
the shit was in 07. The shit was in 07.
It was 07?
Yep.
See, 07. I'm right. He's lucky he didn't shake on that shit.
What do you mean? I said 08. And then I said 09.
So relatively speaking, he was closer, but still.
He started with 04. What's the movie before that? With Omarion and Marcus Houston.
I adjusted like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, bro.
Oh, you got served?
Yes, that's 04.
Yeah. But no,
I still got that shit right.
I feel like that did like show that did like inspire me in some ways, but that was always a part of like the perks of being like in the fraternity though. You knew you had a step down. That was like everybody went there and it was like, oh shit. You know, that was like the Super Bowl for being Greek and shit. You know what I mean? And but the dope part about that was being able to like create like lead a step team though. You know what I mean? Because you're talking about, you got like 12 dudes that's all drunk and mad all the time, that got their own agendas, and then getting all them personalities and stuff to like do the same thing, you know, and practice that hard. Bro, we was practicing for like, man, like you come up with the steps and then you practice them like 3 nights a week for like 2 months damn near. You know what I mean?
God damn.
Bro, it was
You're
like
the Tom Brady of it.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? So it was
You
like
put that together?
I'm putting this shit together, dog. Putting this shit
Call
together.
you Tom Brady.
Over there watching YouTube videos and shit like, oh yeah, we finna do this, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, so you make it big. You're 100% going on Dancing with the Stars.
You said what?
If you make it big one, you're an influencer. You're at that level now. But if you make it to celebrity status, you going on Dancing with the Stars if they give you the invite.
You go on Dancing with the Stars on your way down, dog. Like,
oh, that's the way down. Oh, that is true. That is true.
No, Love and Hip Hop is on the way down.
You said what?
Love and Hip Hop is on the way down.
Yeah. I feel like, bro, once you do reality TV, you really just like, man, I need this check, dog. Like, go ahead. I need this check, dog. I'm either gonna do this, I'm gonna drive Uber, dog. I'm like, man. You know what I mean? But nah.
So we talked about you getting civil engineering, but how the hell do you transfer or transition from civil engineering to media? Did you truly not just enjoy being civil engineer?
Yeah, shit was boring as fuck, bro. You know what? I just think that people, you know, like if you got that type of mindset where like, cause like all through college, like I never enjoyed a minute of school, like of classwork. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody did, brother.
But yeah, but I still feel like if you could go back and go to school again, like what did y'all go to college?
Yeah.
What y'all major in?
Psychology. Shit was a snooze fest.
Communications, minor marketing.
Right. But I still feel like it was probably certain classes in there where you was like, oh, I kind of fuck with this a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm kind of.
Yeah,
low key.
I didn't have one of those, dog. Like, I'm talking about, like, as soon as I got into my major class.
Because there's no females in engineering, that's why.
You said what?
There's no females in engineering, that's why.
No females in golf either, bro. Dog, I've been picking, like, the wrong shit for, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I be picking stuff, But no, so like I didn't have any interest in it, but I knew, and like shit, like even the step shows and stuff, it showed me that I was like creative though. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, like, cause the step show, it was more than just like the steps and coming up with the routines and choreographing it, but you was like trying to create a storyline too though. You know what I mean? So like when like I just knew like, all right, I like storytelling, I like, you know, visuals and stuff like that. And so then one of my homies, he was a senior art director for this company called Leo Burnett, which is like this big ad agency. And so
Okay.
he kind of exposed me like, okay, this is, he introduced me to the world of cameras and like Adobe and all of that stuff. And from there I was just like, man, like I bought my first camera, like a $600 camera, bought my first MacBook with all this engineering money because I was just buying dumb stuff. You got a job you don't like, bro, you just spend the money on stuff just to like justify the fact that you go there every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I bought a camera and a laptop, and then I just kind of like got into it. And it was just like one of them things. I was never formally trained in it. I never took a class. I never, like, I was just downloading softwares, clicking around. But I think that the engineering helped me kind of understand, like, like 1 + 1 make 2 in everything, right? So if you want to learn how to do something, like, it's just like everything that we see now as consumers is designed for us to understand it. So like that's why I never found the software is that intimidating because it's like, oh, it's supposed to make sense, and then you just don't have no anxiety around how you engage with it. That and YouTube, you know what I mean, obviously. But yeah, I just enjoyed storytelling, and I just once I left engineering, I went right into it.
So how did Hype Media originate?
So I started trying to make different business concepts and get them funded, right? Because I was playing golf, so I was meeting a lot of people that had money, and so I would like say, "Hey, I'm trying to start this business. Like, let me pitch it to you." They're like, "Oh, okay, I'll set up a meeting with you." And that's what golf do. Golf don't close the deals, but it like gets you in the door, right? So I was able to like pitch all these different ideas to these different people that own companies. So like the first idea I had was like a golf nutrition bar because I was working out and shit, you know what I mean? And I was like, all right, golfers need nutrition bars, blah, blah, blah. I went and got some made, spent some money on that, created a site and a business and all of this stuff and tried to pitch it to people and nobody would touch that shit with a 12-foot pole, bro. They was like, nah, dog, like that's not what's up. And so, but I had took the time to like put the websites together and I shot little videos for it and I, you know what I mean? Did photography and all of that around it. So they was like, damn, I'm fucking with the brand, but I'm not gonna give you no money for that. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, cool, scrap that idea. Tried to come up with another idea that was on some like sports apparel stuff. I'm like, yo, I want to create a Nike, but that like gives back to people. Like that's like Nike mixed with Toms, right? You remember them shoes, Toms? Like
Yeah,
1.1? Like I was trying to do some like if Nike was as philanthropic as Tom's, then I thought it could be like some powerful thing. So I wrote this long ass business plan again, shot some videos, did all this stuff, tried to pitch it to some people. They was like, no, but I like the way this is branded and shit. You know what I mean? So after hearing that shit about like 8 times, one dude was like, hey bro, like I'm not gonna give you no money for this idea, but if you want to start a media company, I'll give you some money, and then I'll introduce you to some businesses that could probably use your services. So Hype Media really started because I couldn't get none of my other ideas funded. That shit kind of
Gotcha.
crazy. I like
That's how
That is
usually
crazy.
everything goes, though, right? Like one door is not opening, but another one fucking opens. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I was ignoring that shit for a while too. They were like, I was like, man, like this is wild. Like I'm over here thinking people racist and shit. Like, man, they ain't trying to give me no, they ain't trying to fund me because I'm black and I'm trying to do big things to help people. And then now I look back on that shit and it's like, bro, I looked at the business plan. I was looking at that shit late last year. I'm like, bro, you didn't have no fucking idea what you was talking about. That's
Hey, but that's the beauty of it, though. No.
that's really why you didn't get that money. They looked at that business plan like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, but so Hype Media started just off of people telling me no. You know what I mean? And then somebody saying yes and giving me an opportunity, and I went that way with it.
So for those that don't know, explain what Hype Media is and what's its purpose.
Yeah, so like my whole thing is just like storytelling is like everything is so PC and inside of a box, right? Like even when I work with some of my clients now, it's like they won't say certain things about their brand like they scared to, you know what I mean? So Hype was really just about you take a brand that got like a dope intention and then you tell a dope story about it. You know what I mean? Like
Gotcha.
don't just tell like the marketing and polished story like like oh we like to hug trees and shit. Like tell me some shit that make me like care. You know what I mean? Tell me some heavy shit. Like be vulnerable. So like with Hype, the whole orientation was like, how do you show like this grittiness and this vulnerability, like in different stories that you tell, and then how do you help brands like showcase themselves in ways that otherwise aren't traditional to like the industry that they in. You know what I mean? So like if you a moving company, if you're a moving company or a logistics company or something like that, like what's a better story that we can tell that will really make people understand your brand? You know what I mean? Not just
Yeah.
not just showcase your services, not just showcase what you do, but let's like showcase who you are. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I just wanted to tell inspirational and impactful stories about anybody that wanted to work with me.
Yeah, just like That's How You Feel podcast from a small town of Porterville, California, where this guy grew up raising horses, and I grew up on the good side of town. And
Raising horses, shying away from gunshots, being on the good side of the town, always having a meal like that.
Bro, what? Y'all who raised horses?
he said, "Who? Hold on, backtrack one time."
Wait, who the hell
Nah,
raised horses?
he's got one horse in the backyard, and he says he raises horses.
Horses in the butt.
Yeah.
That's dope though.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're trying, bro. We're trying. I feel like we started from the fucking dirt. Like I said, it kind of. I see myself a little bit in you because I got into this media shit, not knowing shit. You know what I mean? Like I've learned how to edit on my own, learn how to market. Well, this guy had a little background in marketing, so he helps a lot. But
Helps a lot.
learning clothing, learning
Everything, bro, all on our own. You know what I mean? We have people that support us. We have a little team, but like besides of what's going on, like we have our 9 to 5 too, and we put this together. You know what I mean? Obviously, the pandemic hit us. We lost our jobs and stuff, but we're back now and we're rolling. But we're rolling with this too, and we're at a whole different level. So we do see a lot of ourselves what you're doing, and like that's exactly what we want to become one day. You know what I mean? To follow your footsteps in that. You know what I mean?
Yo, that means a lot, bro. I don't know if I'm the right footsteps to follow per se, but you know what I mean. I definitely think that like
at least a sense of a direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And like what all of this started, the reason that we even talking right now, bro, is like when Hype Media started, like I had 7 accounts, right, and I had them all on retainer. And but all of my accounts, like because I'm small, you know what I mean. Like I don't have like a whole team. I can't really do that much. And plus, a lot of the people that was doing business with me, they almost felt like they was doing me a favor by doing business with me. You know what I mean? So none of them was ever.
That's how we feel.
Nobody ever really wanted to like spend money and really invest in working with me. You know what I'm saying? And so when the pandemic hit, I was the first person out the door. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like y'all too, like they was just like, oh, we don't have no more room. We tried, we can't really make it work. You know what I mean? Like, and so everybody was just for different reasons. Like I had one dude, like when all the Black Lives Matter stuff was going on, like he called me a racist because of all of the stuff that I was, bro. It was like when COVID happened, bro. It was just like wild stuff going on. So everybody pulled away from me, and then I just leaned into the fact, like, bro, like I got more interesting shit to talk about than a lot of the people that's hiring me. Really.
Right.
When it came down to it. And so then instead of going out and like chasing new clients, I'm like, bro, you got a little money saved up. Like, just go ahead and do your own thing. But be intentional about it. Like have an actual strategy about like think about like what y'all doing as a business, right? Like there's business opportunities here because there's voids in content. Like what void are y'all feeling, and like how are y'all gonna feel that, and then how are y'all gonna monetize that? So every time I talked about something or every time I did something, it was with the intent to speak to a specific audience, right, in a way that they hadn't heard before. You know what I'm saying? So I think
because there's nobody in your field that's kind of like making golf, kind of like how do I say it? I feel like golf is such a gentleman's game that you don't really. It's kind of downplay to talk about how trash somebody's at golf, and make it a comedic side, make it comedic. You know what I mean? You're kind of like it's making the game vulnerable in a way.
It's like baseball too, right? With the bat flip, you know what I mean? Oh, that's not baseball. No, what the fuck? It's competitive. It's fun, and I think you're doing the same thing with golf. Like, yo, you ain't good, bro. Don't be doing this. Do yourself a favor and just go home.
I don't know about going. You come fucking deep,
bro.
My fault.
Heal yourself, bro. What you talking
about? No, he showed little hope. You give hope.
I'm trying to decapitate him, dog. Like,
100%. He's coming for fucking heads. But okay, let's talk about golf. I want to get to a little bit. What do you love the most about the game, and what got you hooked?
Golf, man. It's just I just think that it's like golf is the only sport that really exposes you, dog. And it's like I never felt more helpless than when I was playing bad golf. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like when you
100%.
hooping, like man, my jumper off. But I know, like, bro, I know I can get to the hole. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then,
Facts.
if we playing pickup, it's like, bro, it's not my day. I'm passing. I could get in on defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's
Mm-hmm.
like golf, bro. When that shit leave, it's like you like on a deserted island, and it ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody to fucking save you. You know what I mean? And it ain't nothing
Yeah.
that could save, that could calm you down. It's like, bro, you really gotta sit with the fact that you suck. Like you gotta like
Uh-huh.
own it. You looking around for something to blame. That's why a lot of people don't have the patience for it, because it's like, bro, it really like the accountability on your part. You gotta have 100% accountability.
That's me, bro. I don't play golf. My other homies invite me. I don't play golf at all anymore because, yo, that shit hurts, bro. That shit's worse than the
Yeah,
fucking heartbreak, the fucking breakup.
bro,
Cause
you ready to
I
cry,
suck.
dog? I'm like,
Yeah, it's
bro,
that is snowboarding for me, bro. I can't snowboard. Fuck that. I'm good looks. I'm not going, bro.
no, snowboarding hard as
Let me
fuck.
know how you do.
Snowboarding
No,
is like,
I'm for sure in that boat. It's even worse when you spend all these hours, grinding and trying to get your swing right. You think you feel, oh, I got it today. This is
right,
what it was. That's what it is. You're telling the homies like, hey, let's go play 18 this weekend. Yeah,
right.
you're trying to show off. I'm about to shoot, high 70s, low 80s. I'm about to, give them this work, and then you go out there and you're just fucking absolute trash, and then you're just thinking like, is this game for me? Why am I even in this game? But I've already dug myself a bigger hole. I can't get myself out of this. I got to keep going, or you're a bitch. You know what I mean? So it's a game that really fucking like mentally
Yep.
It
is
wrecks you, bro.
draining
It wrecks
on.
you. And then like I don't know other sports, bro. I was able to like lead a sport, like lead a game or lead a court or whatever, and just be like, man, all right, I'll be tore up about it for like, what I mean, a little bit, and maybe that was just personal to me. But it's like with golf, like that shit will follow me for fucking like days,
Mm-hmm.
dog. Like say if I
Mm-hmm.
fuck up and I know I ain't gonna play the next weekend, I'm like, bro, like I'm mad at like I'm just, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm getting better about that, and obviously not taking it as serious. And that's kind of like my messaging with it too. Like, don't be so frustrated because it's like you just gonna be trash, dog. And that like
Mm-hmm.
even though that is you, it don't define you. You know what I mean? Like you
Right.
trash, but it's like you're not trash. You just trash right now. You know what I mean? And
But
so
for the opposition, like, there's nothing like when you play a fucking great round or you hit a perfect golf shot. Like, it really does, to counter it, it makes your day. You know what I mean?
put you on cloud nine, dog. But
Uh
also
huh.
too, it be giving you some irrational ass thoughts too. Like, you know what I mean? Like I
Talk
don't
about it.
like when I quit engineering, dog. I swore like, yo, I'm PGA Tour bound, baby. Like, shit. You know what I mean?
That's me, baby. I'm
I'm
coming all in.
I'm all bro. I'm all. Who the fuck about to sponsor me, dog? Like it's over. You know what I mean? Like you have one good round, you be ready to quit your job and stuff. Like, I'm call my girl. I'm moving to Florida, bro. It's over. You know what I mean? But no. So like, I think that like golfers, we gotta like stay more in the middle, dog. You know what I mean? Like we can't get too low, and we definitely can't get too high, because golf gonna take us on a roller coaster the whole time. But that's what I
100%.
like
So
about it,
how
though.
long?
That's what I
Yeah,
like
true,
about it.
true. There's a beauty to it in some fucking ugly way. I don't
Yep.
know.
Said some
But
ugly.
how long? How long did it take till you evolved out of the trash stage? You would say?
I think that that's all subjective, bro. But somebody was telling me that it take you like 5 to 7 years. Like if you just picking the game up, like it's like a 7 year, 5 to 7 year investment before you really get the gist of what's going on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like a whole bunch of other shit that you just gotta like. You gotta understand how it's different to hit the ball off the rough than off the fairway. You gotta understand like what it's like to
Bro,
hit
it's
the
like a it's
ball.
like a Pokemon. It's like a Pokemon evolution for each stage of the game. Like for putting, driver, irons, short game. Like the
It's
minute
like,
the minute you start hitting the ball, the minute you
yeah,
start hitting the ball good, then you got to worry about no direction, and then you got to worry about distance.
bro.
Everything like
That's a good
Like,
one, Willie. Pokemon. Okay, I see you.
yeah,
that's the
that's
best
incredible.
comparison.
And
Like,
people ain't gonna stunt like they weren't rocking with Pokemon though.
Yeah.
exactly. No,
A
they're
lot of
tripping. They
people
know.
gonna play like, man, he's talking about Pokemon. Like, bro, your ass. If you
Quit
want to
playing.
play
You know
Pokemon,
too.
yeah, if you want to fuck with Pokemon, you look at. I was trying to decide if I was gonna clown you or not for saying that shit, but I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I still got Pokemon cards somewhere in my house, dog.
Hey, you know when it got bad when the homies are like, "Yo, we're doing Friday night. Shit, I'm gonna catch some Pokemon. What's good?" What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're not going to the
there
club?
was that little stage, that little Pokemon Go stage.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to go
Hell
around the
yeah,
fucking
that
the
shit was
city and shit.
wild, bro. I heard somebody got hit by a car doing that shit.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, that's what they get.
What's your biggest pet peeve on the golf course? Like, what gets you fucking tight?
Trash
Bro,
like Willie.
nah, bro. Nah, it's just when people like I made a real talk about that shit. When people tell me that like, oh, you know, like good shot. People say good shot when you know that you didn't hit a good shot. Like I hate like,
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
bro, just shut
I
the
know
fuck
exactly what
up,
you
dog. Like you know I'm better
mean.
than that. Oh, you think you think that's good for me? You know what I mean? Like, bro, shut your
I
ass
know
up.
exactly what you mean, bro.
Or when people like when the ball, like you know you done slice the shit out of it and they say, oh come back, draw, hook. Like, bro,
Hey, get
that shit,
left, get left.
bro, that shit gone. Shut your ass up, man. Get in the cart and let's drive over there like quick so we can look for it. Don't be filling my head up with lies. And then the people that tell you that you might be able to find your ball, knowing that shit probably gone. Because there's some
Uh,
people that do that shit. You know what I mean? They literally be like, hit a provisional, but I think we could find that one. Then
yeah.
your skills and all that.
There is those over positive fucking players on the course. They're
Hell
over
yeah,
positive.
That's
I
a
don't
bad
need that
thing.
shit, bro. I don't
Too
need none of that.
nice.
You could just shut up, really, hit your shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
how you
so I
feel.
just, yeah, what,
That's how you feel.
bro? I just like, man, don't lie to me. Like, and that's like real life shit too. Like, bro, don't sugarcoat. Let's talk. You don't like the way I did
Yeah.
X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z. Let's talk about it. You know, don't do that. And that's why I think golf.
What's your
Go ahead.
what's your money distance? Like, what's the club you use? What's the yardage? Like, oh yeah, this shit buckets right here.
Bro, and that's you just exposed me real quick because I have no fucking idea.
Nothing.
Bro, all my shit is like decent. Nothing is like I'm more comfortable here than there or whatever. You know what I mean? But everything is like decent, but nothing is like great.
Hey, he
I
wasn't
feel you.
lying. He's Joe Johnson with it. Yep. That sounds like Joe
That is
Johnson.
Joe
Yeah,
Johnson.
yeah. So like I ain't got nothing that stand out. People be like, damn, but you hit the ball far. I'm like, bro, but sometimes that bitch goes sideways and then I can't
Yeah.
find it. You know,
You're like that one guy that fucking hits a 56 like 140 and shit, huh?
no, I'd be going like 130 if I hit it full. You know what I mean?
God damn, bro.
But that's
God
stupid.
damn.
But that's stupid because
That is stupid.
you put so much spin on the ball. It's not even advantageous. But no, like that's something that I need to work on though. But like you know, like the rest of the people, that's the people that I'm speaking to. Like I be playing golf casually, right? So like I'll play once or twice a week, and then I'll go to the 5-iron place. You know what I mean? Like once or twice a week or some shit. And it's like when you ain't going that often, like you can't really expect to be like money, yeah, shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think that a lot of people gotta be realistic about their expectations for their game relative to the time that they putting in. Cause I tell you, you will go for like golf. Golf will fuck you up so bad, bro. It'll have you thinking that some shit is your shit. Like, oh, 125, I'm solid, bro. But it
Yeah.
was just like a phase. And then like
It was that
you be
day.
2 weeks into believing that shit, and then it just pulled the rug on your ass, and you just like, bro, I used to really be good at 125, bro. Like this is my shit like 2 weeks ago, bro. But so like if you
But
not
that's that medium ground you're talking about. That's in that stage. I think the pros they have their money orders. They have their exact. You know,
yeah,
I want to get to that number. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I
you
think if you
work.
want to get to that level though, Roger, you gotta fucking have that money distance though. You gotta have that number.
And then they work backwards from that. I've been playing a lot more with different people that's like really good at golf, bro. When they know their yardages, they could just like deconstruct the course from their yardage.
Hmm.
You'd be like, bro, like there's no way that I'm gonna shoot over 68 here. I'm like, what?
And that shit trips me out too, because the PGA guys, they don't even have they don't have a radar. They just have their book. They have to deal with the wind. They got to
Right.
deal with the slopes on the green and everything. And they put they'll put those flag positions in the most toughest possible positions. Like I
Right.
don't get how the fuck they do it, bro. It's crazy.
But my other thing about that though is like my boy Wayne, one of the original founders of Trap Golf. He a
Hmm.
full time caddy on the PGA Tour, right? And so you
Hmm.
talk to him about it, bro. A good caddy dog is like having a good wife. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
they make the game so that you don't even have to think, right? So you walk up to a
Yeah.
shot, a caddy know your yardage, he know where the pin is and where the threats are. He been paying attention to all of the shots that you hit. Like yo 7-iron, he been pulling that bitch. So like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna need you to aim a little
Hmm.
further right because we got the wind coming off here. It's gonna catch the slope, trickle down here. Just hit the 7-iron 80% at that line, and that's it. A good caddy gonna break that shit down for you, and then you like, oh shit, I ain't even gotta think.
That's
A
so
lot of
dope.
people, bro,
That's
a
so
lot
dope.
of people don't like. They don't realize that like you having to think all the time when you play golf it like takes away from the execution because of all
Yeah,
of
it just simplifies
the
things.
liberation that you're going through. You know what I mean? You know, so having somebody there like a caddy, and that's why them PGA Tour players, it's like, bro, two heads like that, always gonna be better than just you on your own. You know?
Now, do you feel drinking in golf is as needed as stretching is to, playing basketball or football?
I don't think drinking like
Yes, you
I
got to
don't think
loosen
it's
up.
a. You said what?
You got to loosen up.
You could, bro, if that's the way you want to do it. So like I know my rounds when I'm gonna drink and I'm chilling, right? So it's certain type of people you go around where it's like, oh, we gonna bet some money, but we gonna have fun while we betting, and then we
Yeah.
drinking and we playing. But I got some people I play with, like, bro, we sober, we playing that shit like you think we on the PGA Tour, you walked up, you know what I mean, cut the tension with a knife in that motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
we be really at each other's heads, like straight sober. So I think
Having talked for like 10 holes and shit.
hell yeah. So like I think that like when you drink though, you just gotta know what kind of rounds you're going into, like what type of experience and vibe you about to like create that day. You know what I'm saying? But my drinking rounds are some of my most fun ones though for sure. And then the drinking it go either way. Like sometimes I fuck with transfusions heavy. Y'all be drinking those?
Transfusions? I don't even. We got that in Cali?
Bro.
Transfusion? Never heard of it.
Is it tequila? Because I'm with tequila.
No, it's a vodka drink, bro. But I think they can make with it. It's like vodka, some ginger ale, some like I'm fucking up the recipe, but it's good, dog.
Right,
That's
you got
drink.
them Pebble Beach bougie ass drinks and shit,
Yeah.
bro. We can't afford that on the course. We're barely able to pay for 18.
Bro, get y'all ass out of here. I better start trespassing, dog. That's what I do. Look, bro, when I was playing golf after I quit engineering and I was trying to save money, I knew it was certain courses that I could wait and trespass on, and so I would save my golf money for the rounds that I knew I had to pay for. You know what I mean? So y'all just gotta work smarter. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Like
it.
it's definitely courses that you could sneak on.
I feel it. Okay, this is one thing I want to talk about because I think it's kind of overlooked in golf. How vital do you feel golf cart management is when playing? Like, and for those that don't understand golf cart management, that's like where you park the cart at whenever you pull up to your ball or pull up to the green to, get you easier walk to go to the next hole or go to the next shot. How important do you feel like golf cart management is?
I'm not gonna say it's important, bro, but it definitely make you look like an asshole when you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Golf cart when like, and you talking about when you on a golf cart riding with somebody and y'all, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I was somebody and they parked the cart like
just
I don't know, like 100 feet away from the next tee box or like to where
right
park next to the green or whatever.
Almost to the point where you should almost be just walking at that point.
100%. Yeah.
You making me walk like half the hole just to get back to the car. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm not gonna say it's important, but like people that's bad golf cart managers, bro, I definitely know who they are by name, and I try not to ride with their ass, and I judge them a little bit. I'm like, bro, it's probably like that shit probably spilling over into other parts of your life, like when you just like doing dumb shit and you don't even realize. You know what I mean? So I think that with golf carts, you like just don't be no asshole with that stuff. You know what I mean? It's like a whole etiquette to that, you know. So
100%. Now, do you feel there's
I'm trying to walk though? I think that more people should start walking, bro.
Bro, I can't do it because I mean, if you're really trash, then that means it's gonna be a long fucking day for you. That's even worse of a mental grind because if you're going to the woods all day and you're walking out right.
Think about it like this. You and your homie, y'all on the cart, both y'all hitting this bitch sideways, left and right. So y'all all driving all over the place. So
that is true.
Even if you did an aerial view, the cart still zigzagging the fuck. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Versus if everybody was walking, they would just go straight to their shot, hit it, and then we see each other when we see each other and shit. You know what I mean? So I don't think that it slow you down as much as people think. But it do, like the thing I'm gonna say is when you walk, it puts you in like a rhythm of your own, right? Like you get in sync with like the pace of your steps and shit and like your swing. All of that stuff should be on the same rhythm. So when you walk, it kind of help you keep that shit. You know what I mean? So I would say more people start walk, especially if you know somebody don't know how to drive and park a cart, bro. And I'm just walking.
That's what I'm saying.
Dog, That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, do your thing, dog. You had it, dog. You go ahead.
I'm probably still gonna drive. I'm still probably whipping in the cart, but I'll take into consideration.
I tried.
Yeah.
So do you feel there's a level of trashness that there's just no hope for? Like when it's just, you know what, this shit ain't just this. It's not for me, bro.
When you go back to your car and you cry. That almost happened to me.
So when you start parking it further
bro,
for no fucking reason.
bro, if a tear leave your eye, yeah, you emotionally unstable, dog. You probably ain't gonna come out of this. You know what I mean? A tear leave your
Yeah.
eye from how trash you are. But nah, I don't know. I think it's like there's no level of trash that's like worth turning away from the game for. You know what I mean? But I definitely think the thing that I don't like about and the thing I think people need to own is like when you trash, bro, don't be like getting mad when you hit trash shots around me. We getting back to some pet peeves. Like, bro, your swing is horrendous. Of course the ball went 2 feet, dog. Like, let's just
Yeah.
own that shit. You know what I mean? You don't need to be ashamed. You don't need to make excuses. Like, I never do that. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, you do. You know what I mean? And so I just think that like it's never a point of trash that you need to like quit. But I think that you just gotta own it. You know what
Right.
I mean? Own the level of trash. Like, hey y'all, look, we're gonna go play. Just try to manage my expectations real quick. You know, it's from time to time, you know, I hit the ball, you know, straight sideways. And, you know, I'm working on that shit, but, you know, I ain't got it yet. So that's where we at.
And they still got some good money that you can still take. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, hey, bro, we gonna bet. And then every time you hit one straight sideways, I'm gonna give you a redo, dog. And let's do that. You're like, all right, my man. You know what I mean? It's just like you could just get shit going like that. But I think that everybody just needs to own how trash they are. Cause I've been seeing these wild ass swings on Instagram, dog. People like not looking at the ball and shit. Like, oh man. So if you could get the club head back to the ball, it's hope for you. It's hope for you. People with no arms and shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. Everybody out here still doing it.
So you're blowing up on social media right now. You've definitely earned the tag influencer. I would say it's like, and you wear that shit proudly. You wear that shit proudly like a military badge.
Bro, I'm playing with that shit, dog. Like the whole concept of being an influencer don't make no fucking sense to me.
Yeah,
Like,
what does that mean,
people,
bro?
You said what?
Or I'll talking about pet peeves. I can't stand when girls put public figure. You know what I'm talking about?
The IG models.
Yeah, like
Put that
public
shit.
figure.
Who are you? Like I'm a public figure. For fucking who? For fucking who? Bro, but like the whole concept of being an influencer, like what do that mean? Like, bro, you don't like you can't just call I'm an influencer, like I influence you. Like, bro, like no. Like in the old days, I feel like people were influencers because they did other shit. Like, oh,
Thank
you
you.
know, like Michael Jordan he's so influential because of the way he plays basketball. Or this businessman is so influential because he built and sold his business. I'm gonna listen to him.
Steve Jobs, right?
Like you did some shit and you earned the right to be influential, right? And then somewhere along the lines, motherfuckers just like cut out the middleman. Is like, oh, I don't need to do shit. I could just say that I'm an influencer now. I'm like, bro, you fucked the whole thing up. You know what I mean? So I started making fun of that shit, and now it seems
please continue to do it, bro.
Bro, I started making fun of that shit. I was gonna do some shit like take some tummy tuck tea pictures and shit. Like, am I doing it right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Do some tummy tuck shit, but it's like, you know, it's crazy though because these brands is spending money, bro, on people that calling themselves influencers. So
that's what pisses me off.
I'm definitely about to reap the benefits of that shit. You know what I mean?
You might as well.
Bro, people be like, what did you do to like get like how people be in my DMs, how did you become an influencer? I'm like, bro, I have no fucking idea, dog. I wish that I could package it and sell it to y'all, bro. I don't even know, you know. But
well, I know for damn sure, Real Talk for sure, you know, got you going, blew you up a little bit, got your name out there, including myself. That's when I caught onto your name. But how did that idea start?
What?
Real Talk.
Bro, when I lost all my fucking work, dog. I had a lot of time to think. And I was like, damn, like, you know, I just wanted to be honest about shit. Cause this is another thing, bro. Like being black and playing golf or being a minority and playing golf. When people I'm good, like people taking me to country clubs and shit, and like I'm seeing like people taking me on private jets and all, like, bro, I'm seeing the world. And for a lot of that, you feel like if you speak up and be yourself, like it's gonna all get taken from you. You know what I'm saying? So it was like for a long time, I felt like I couldn't say like things I felt. I remember one time being at dinner with a group of like a dope group of dudes, and we was passing. We was playing this game before the food came out at this a restaurant that I like was clearly too expensive for me to be splitting the bill at. But you know what I mean? Whatever. But bro, that's
Whatever, we
happened.
did it though.
I still remember my heart sinking when they told us how much it was per person. I was like, oh shit. Ooh.
Ooh,
But no,
you got this? You got it? I forgot my
oh,
wallet.
bro, I'm like, man, check-ins, think about my check-ins. But
Yeah.
but bro, we was playing this game where they was like, all right, if you could change one thing about the world, what would it be? And I was the last person to go, and it's like, bro, I wanted to say something about the black experience so bad, but it's like I was almost afraid to be that guy. And I said something
Ooh.
about like,
What would you said?
you said what?
What would you said?
I mean, I probably would have just like, really, I think that like if if white people made a concerted effort to just make amends, even verbally, for how blacks were treated, when we were kind of building up this country into the powerhouse that it is. Like if there was just any like cohesive attempt to make amends, like there would like the benefit of that would have been so amazing, because it's a lot of psychological damage that I don't think people are able to reconcile.
Yeah.
Has been caused because nobody's taking accountability for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Facts.
like, I just think that if it could have just been like, and I know that that's lofty and damn near not realistic, but just like a cohesive, I know and I'm sorry, and this is
Yeah.
what you missed out on. Let me get you up to speed. Because even like I was looking some shit up, like when the Jews went through, when Jewish people went through the Holocaust, like Germany was so ashamed of what they did that they like still paying reparations for that shit. You know what I mean? And I don't like conversations we compare Holocaust to slavery at all. But I just think that like America never really tried to like make up for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
just try to
just
brush it off.
I'm not saying, I want my whole family to be generationally wealthy because y'all fucked us up. Because I don't know. I don't know how it would have turned out, but I just wish that at some point in time there was just hey, we know this happened. We all acknowledge that this happened. Let's all move past this together. That's what I would change, like that, like the accountability of America. You know what I'm saying? And not just to
Damn.
blacks, to like Native Americans and shit, and just like the stuff that's going
Just
on
a
with
minority. Yeah,
Mexicans and
that is.
stuff. Just accountability as a country, bro. We would be so much better.
No, and I
But
think it'll take this new generation of young people that are coming up. This guy's a history teacher. It's gonna take people to step up and rewrite the history books a little bit and kind of
right,
put no onto those type of things and make sure that those are voiced out and make sure that you realize these things are important. These things need to be addressed because
right,
there are people that care about this shit. You know what I mean?
right. But no, but back to that point though, I just like in that moment, I was just to where real talk came from. I was afraid to speak my truth in that moment. You know what I mean? So I said something completely off of that. So when I lost all of my business, I'm like, bro, nobody even cut all of that hiding I did. Nobody even paying me right now. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff that I was trying to maneuver around just to get opportunities. Nobody's even like paying me for all of that
Mm.
sacrifice I thought that I had made. And so I was just like, bro, like let's just be honest about every fucking thing we feel now. And like, let's all the
Mm-hmm.
things that you wanted to say that you didn't get to, all the things you felt that felt like if you would lose some type of access or privilege if you said it, like just say that shit. So now to the point where I don't say nothing unless it make me uncomfortable. Like I'll be about
Mm-hmm.
to say something on camera, I'll be like damn, that shit seemed like this. I don't know if I should say that. Like, okay, that's how I know I should say it. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
I feel it.
So,
So now you've started Hype Golf, a nonprofit organization providing resources, opportunity, and platforms to help further and diversify the game of golf. Now, why was that important for you to start?
bro, like my pops raised me like that, just like giving back, and just because I always thought that I had like this rare talent to just communicate and connect people. And so when you
Yep.
realize like, all right, the thing that's stopping this kid on the west side from picking up the game is just he needs exposure to the game that he can like continue to tap into. I was like, damn, well, we need more programs that's gonna help kids like that. You know what I mean? Because if they just played this game and I could show you real money, like, bro, you in the hood, like, ain't nobody you ever gonna meet gonna put you on no jet. Like, you will never ever see that. You know what I mean? Doing anything or meeting any of the people you around. But, and I'm not gonna say that you're gonna meet those people if you come over here to golf, but I'm telling you that the opportunity is there. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, we need people and we need organizations to really jump in and facilitate this growth of the game. Then you look at some of the most talented, and that's on the youth level. Then you look at some of the most talented black golfers that's out there that's been trying to grind and play the game. And it's like, bro, they are so good, dog. Like my boy Willie Mack, he about to play in the
Yeah, I seen him.
next week. I'm gonna fly out to LA. They made me an honorary guest, so I'm gonna get to follow him around while he plays.
Dope.
My boy Joe Hooks, you know what I mean? Like these dudes, like Kamayu that's playing in the AT&T. These dudes are good, dog. Like that's Joe right there. My bad. But these dudes like any tour, like if they just had enough reps, they can do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was just like, nobody's advocating for them though. These dudes is like sleeping in their cars, driving from state to state, begging people for money so that they could compete. And what people don't realize is that if you put these dudes on the platform, you put them and let them be the face of black golf on the PGA Tour, like that's gonna spike demand, and then you're gonna have all the kids wanting to be like them, and then we're gonna like solve the issue of these kids not knowing that golf existed. But if you don't give players like that an opportunity to exist on the biggest stage, like kids don't give a fuck, right? Because you can't show me a reality where I succeed in this game because I've seen nobody do it before.
And it's simply just making the game dope. Like I see you for that all the time, but like the game needs some spice, it needs some fucking flavor, it needs some. And I think the gentleman game of it, the tag of gentleman game, it kind of takes away the potential of it. You know what I mean? I feel this game has so much to give. It could be so much better. It's already a great game. But if you add, you know, the competitive trash talking, the spice to it, like you're saying, this game could go through the roof. It's right there, and I really respect you for that because I feel like you're paving the way for the game to get to that level.
Yeah, golf just don't have no personality, bro. Like it's just,
that's what it is. That's what it's just personality.
Like it's a dope sport without a personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think that like, but all of the dope people that I meet that have personality, like they don't see themselves fitting into the space. And I'm just like, yo, we really had an opportunity to come in here and make this space our own. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that's really what I'm trying to open up the door for people to realize, like, bro, you can be yourself, dog. Like, show up as you are. You know what I mean? Don't button up and code switch when you come to a golf course. Like, nah, man, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the game will get there eventually. I mean, it only makes sense, you know, business-wise, and I know somebody's going to step to the plate eventually. But I really feel like you're going to be that person that's going to be that.
Hey,
that
talking
spokesman.
about plate, you're good friends with Yankees.
Yeah,
Aaron Hicks?
My boy Hicks, yeah. He a dog, bro.
He's fucking nasty, bro. He's nasty.
Yeah.
And I seen you play with Ryan Sheckler as well, which I haven't seen since at least 07, which is pretty random. That's crazy.
That's disrespectful.
Came out of nowhere.
He's a legend. He's a legend, but I haven't seen him in a minute. That was crazy. But who's some other athletes you want to play with?
Bro, DK Metcalf, bro. I slid in his DMs like a few months ago, and he was like, I'm like, bro, I need to get you out here playing golf. He was like, bro, I'll rock with it in the off season. So I'm looking forward to, bro. I'm like, that dude is like
DK.
A specimen, bro. I'm like, man.
Did you hear about that story with him? You hear the story about Darius Slay talking about DK the other day?
What do you say?
Just talking about just the beast that he is. That just you got to check it out. You got to watch it for yourself. He went IG live. It's on Twitter. It's on IG, and he breaks it down how like the matchup with DK.
Yeah,
he sounds like more.
He's different, bro. Yeah, he's different.
The way he broke it down, though, it's just hilarious.
Yeah, so like I wanna play with DK. I wanna like see like just talk to the man. I saw him at Exos, so I was down in Arizona with Hicks, and we was at Exos, and I saw DK like before he got drafted, like doing that vertical, that vert stuff. You know what I mean? Measuring his vertical, and I was like, bro, this dude is about to be on a football field catching balls that nobody else can think of getting to, bro. And it's like, bro, speed, size. I'm like, man,
He can
imagine
he
what he
can
could
low
do.
key be he can low key be the LeBron James of football if he
Like,
really puts his mind to it and gets down to it. He's already on that path.
he's on that
He's
trajectory,
crazy.
bro. He's on that trajectory. But DK, I played with CC Sabathia before. That was pretty dope during one of the off seasons. I want to start playing with some more basketball players too. So I'm rocking with Adidas now, and we trying to finish some stuff up. I might be rocking with them like for real, but like
That's how
getting
you
access.
feel?
You said what?
That's how you feel? You're a 3-strap life now?
I mean, bro, you know what I mean?
If the
People be
contract's
like,
right,
you said what?
if the contract's right,
If the numbers are speaking, right?
But you know what? Like the thing that's dope about Adidas is like it is a creator's brand, right? Like
Mhm.
it's obviously a sports brand, but it's like as a creator, I see like they influence in music and art and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you start to like I grew up a Nike dude. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You from Chicago. You obviously Nike, Jordan, like everything. But I think that they doing some cool stuff. But I think that if I do work something out with them, though, the athletes that they got on their basketball side are dope. Like to meet D Rose and kick it with him. You know
Mm.
It's
what I
all
mean,
across. They have Messi, D
bro?
Hop.
Right. They
You
got
know what I mean? All
they got a
across.
lot of
Adidas
killers.
just
So it'd be dope to meet some people going forward. You know what I mean?
So what do you got on your playlist right now? What you bumping right now? Who's on your
Bro, in my playlist,
yeah? What's some of the songs you listen to right now or artists?
bro, I actually been listening to a lot of audiobooks, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Audio.
re-listening,
How the hell is audiobooks gonna get you fucking going, bro? Come on now.
bro. I'm re-listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad.
thank you.
Bro,
I was just gonna tell you
He did
that.
mention that. He did mention that.
bro, I'm out here trying to get this money, bro. You know what
So
I'm
I
saying?
have we had one of our good buddies that he's a loan officer. He
Uh-huh.
showed me that book when I was 18. And he said he's read it at 4 different stages of his life, right?
And they
So
hit it
he read
different.
it right. So he's a loan officer. He's doing pretty good for himself. Bought some good property around here.
Right.
So heard it 4 different, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. So next month I'm gonna listen to it again, see where I'm at right now.
Right.
Audiobooks is the wave.
What? If you
Bro,
ain't podcasting it, you audiobooking it.
bro. Yeah, man. Like, I think that audiobooks is what's up. So I've been trying to spend more time with that, but I've been I go through phases on the music side where it's just like sometimes I like my nostalgic rap that like take me back to specific times in my life. Like that's the power
Yeah,
of music
Mm-hmm.
to me is like it be
hundred
putting me
percent.
somewhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like I was crazy in the future. You know what I mean? Like crazy in the future. Like back when DS2 came out and stuff like that. Me and my
Oh,
boys, we was taking trips every other month, and it was just Future was like man. But
That was the
then
guy.
on the artist side though, I'm just like I think Drake is probably the top hip hop artist ever, bro.
Yeah.
Ever,
I respect that 100%.
It's not even
bro.
close. He's a
I'm
big Kanye fan.
a big
You
Kanye, big Dre guy.
I'm a big Kanye fan too. Even post like all of the mental stuff, I still feel like the thing that's crazy about Kanye that people don't that people don't give enough credit for is like it's hard to really like climb like that for a normal person, right? To
Mm-hmm.
be like from the city, small dreams, and then to have the entire world at your disposal. And I think that he's such an intellect that he takes in so much information that he just can't like process everything that's happening around
Yeah,
him. On top of being like very opinionated about the things that he does see and believe, right? So it's like he got a lot of power, he getting a lot of information, and he got a lot of access. I feel like everybody will feel wild. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
imagine just anything you wanted to know, to do, any place you wanted to be. And like as a real artist, bro, like that shit has to be over fucking whelming, dog.
Yep.
So I was never one that like bashed Kanye when he was saying whatever he was saying. It was just somebody who could literally like explore all of their thoughts, like and not suffer because of it. You know what I mean? And I was just
Yeah.
like, man, y'all, I think that everybody should listen to him and hear him out at least. Don't just, write him off as crazy. But,
and he's one of the only people I could say that everything he said he wanted to do or he envisioned himself doing, he actually fucking did that shit. Like,
right, right,
there's people who talk and talk and say they're gonna do this, do that, but Kanye, shoes, did it, clothes, did it, owning a business, did it. Like
Not just did it though. He did it at
like, and
the highest
Did it
level though. You know
big,
what I mean?
bro. Did it
Like he said,
big.
"Oh, Nike gonna do me like that? Watch what I do with Adidas."
Right.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Evolutionized music. Like, if, I know we love Drake, and don't get me wrong, I think he's definitely up there as the best ever. But
nah,
I feel like
easy.
there wouldn't be a Drake without no Kanye. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like the MJ LeBron type of deal, MJ Kobe type of deal. You know what I mean? I think LeBron as a whole is probably the best like overall player. But
Right,
I think there wouldn't be no LeBron without MJ paving the way. You know what I mean?
right,
So
right. I think that like best, yeah, on some real shit. That's what after I watched that Last Dance documentary, it's like it's no debating that like MJ the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Just as
Yeah.
far as
yeah,
like how he got shit done. You know what I mean? But I think and that ruthlessness is something that's like scary about that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But I think that like LeBron as a player, like he just, bro, you put him in any position, any role, and he understands the ins and
hmm
outs of it relative to everybody that's on the court with him. Like
yeah.
LeBron could probably put like us three and one more on the team and like go do some crazy shit just because he
Yep.
Yeah, we still be
like, bro. I
exactly,
mean, so
exactly.
I definitely give him credit for being a mastermind with it. But
I was actually watching All the Smoke. Shout out to All the Smoke. My lunch break today, I was watching with Doc Rivers, and Doc Rivers talked about that. He said that in his opinion, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever, but LeBron James will have the greatest career of all time.
right.
It's not even close. So, and I agree with that. You
Even
can't
with
be
the
mad at
finals
that.
losses, though, even with the finals losses, you still give him best
Yeah,
career
because
ever.
because he still showed up to 10. You know what I mean? He showed you that he wasn't perfect. Now, who has a better resume? You have to get that to MJ. But what LeBron has done, he's been at greatness for 17 years.
I think once LeBron's career is done, people are really gonna sit back, look at the paper, and see what
Yeah.
he did. And be like, damn, this motherfucker really went to this many finals. You know what I mean? He ain't even done yet.
Yeah, on paper he a dog, bro. On paper he a
100%.
dog.
So talking about goats real quick, who would you say is on your Mount Rushmore of goats?
Man, Tiger,
And,
MJ,
and I'm talking about all sports. It could be whoever you want.
yeah, Tiger, MJ. You know somebody that's crazy though that a lot of people I don't know how much y'all fuck with hockey, but Wayne Gretzky, bro,
Gretzky.
he is like he was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I had spent some time with the Gretzky family doing some work with them and stuff, and Wayne, like just looking at his history and highlights and stuff like that, like, bro, this man is crazy.
Hold on, you seen highlights?
What?
I need to watch those.
You said what?
You seen highlights? There's YouTube highlights of him?
Who? Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that film. I gotta break it down.
I don't
yeah,
even know nothing about hockey, bro.
yeah.
I've been
Wayne
to one
Gretzky.
hockey game and
Wayne.
I was drunk.
You said what?
I've been to one hockey game, a Kings game, and I was done, yo.
Yeah. It's different, but I mean, just seeing the way he moved and people explaining his talent relative to everybody else, you could just understand like, damn, this dude was ahead of his time though. But like my Mount Rushmore though, you got to put Tiger up there, you got to put MJ up there. Um, I'm gonna put. I'm like, bro, I feel like when I look at like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, like they were like two
Ooh.
parts of like one solution and shit. You know what I
hmm
mean? So
Mm.
I damn near like I need both of them like there.
They're sharing a mountain?
You said what?
They're sharing? Or both of them up there?
Like half face of each of them, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a half face. I'm gonna do a half
Oh,
face.
I like
You know
that.
what
I
I mean?
like
So you
that.
got, you said you got Tiger, MJ, the
Gretzky.
half and half, and
Yeah,
Wayne.
I got Martin X up there, and then
Mar. I see
no, no,
what you
no,
did there.
I can't put no. I'm not gonna put Gretzky on my Mount
He said
Rushmore. Though. I'm
Martin
just saying
X.
he was a dog though. You know what I mean? But who else I'm
Yeah.
gonna put up there?
Oh,
My
so you're
black,
not putting Gretzky. You're just saying he was a dog.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna probably put Obama up there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's a good
That's
one.
tough.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's get in a little deeper in conversation. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
bro. What?
Break it
Like,
down, bro.
I'm trying
Where
to.
do you
I'm
see
trying to.
yourself?
But you know, really, like on some entrepreneurial stuff. Like my whole interest in all of this stuff is like, you know, wherever this path takes me, I definitely want to be impactful to the game of golf as far as like creating opportunities and creating sustainable opportunities for people to like pick up the game, stay with the game, and achieve like reach their full potential in the game. But also, bro, like as far as the way that the world needs to change, like with brands and partnerships and things that I hopefully have in the future, I just want to like encourage brands to like really do the right thing by people. You know what I mean? Like, don't just like market to us. Don't like touch at our soft spots and get us to buy things. Like, really be about, what y'all, like be about the people that are helping y'all make all this money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's kind of like, it's this element of like fairness that I feel sometimes get lost with capitalism, right?
That's big.
And people just want everything. They want everything in excess, and then as soon as they find the opportunity, they exploit it so that they could get the most out of it. And it's like at the detriment of the people that's helping you. And I just want to like encourage us to like love each other and connect with each other, and care and support each other. You know what I mean? Under the guise of like everything should be mutually beneficial. I should be looking for ways to scratch your back. You should be looking for ways to scratch mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody should be opening up they contacts. Everybody should be opening up the opportunities. Everybody should be just helping everybody. You know what I mean? And I think that, I think that golf is the best way to go about that. You know what I mean? Because it's like the only sport where I've, played golf with 80-year-old conservative white dudes, and by the end of it, it was like, when we gonna play again? I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's really just an opportunity to have some really deep connections, and I want to, like, to the fullest extent that I can, capitalize on that. You know what I mean? I want banks to be doing better by people. I want, like manufacturing jobs and companies to be doing better by people. I want brands to be really spending dollars in the communities that's helping their top line, the ways that they are, and so in 5 years, I know I'm not really answering nothing in detail, but in 5 years, I just really want to be an ambassador for change. And I think that golf is my way into that stuff,
Ooh, we changing influencer to ambassador? Okay, I see you.
That's kind of tough.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, man, I'm still trying to find a title, bro. I'm gonna ride with influencer for now because that shit kind of,
Man, you're low key trying to be the Martin Luther King of business.
Yeah, but then it's like, but that whole Malcolm X side too, though. It's like if people fucking you, you gotta tell them, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just, that whole turn the other cheek stuff is like, I'm not gonna swing first, but I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna finish it if you do,
Yeah.
And I think that that's the way that I tend to approach a lot of problems. Like I'm not looking for trouble with nobody, But I just feel like when people are looking for trouble with you, they don't deserve to, like walk away from that unscathed, that they causing you harm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
dope.
For sure. All right, here at That's How You Feel podcast, we have What's Happening questions. You ready? It's either this one or that one. All right, MJ or LeBron?
MJ.
Kanye or Drake?
Fuck.
You're from the West Side now.
You said what?
Aren't you from the West Side?
I'm gonna take. Damn, dog. I gotta give it to Drake, dog. You gotta give it to him.
Bulls or Bears?
Bulls.
Go ahead, Willie. Ask him the next one.
Would you rather drain a 30-foot putt to finish 5th in the Masters, or hit a hole-in-one on 16 at TPC Scottsdale, go viral on social media, but you missed the cut?
Damn.
That was loaded as fuck, bro. Bro, no, hell no, bro. I'm taking that money, dog. 5th at the Masters, bro. Because if I'm even at the Masters, that means I won some shit, dog. Hell yeah. No, give me that Masters. You ain't gonna trick me with all the accolades and shit. You know what I mean?
So, would you rather Stone Cold Stunner Jake's whole ass or the director of the new Tiger documentary?
Ooh. You know what? I'm kind of starting to feel bad for Jake ass. Like,
hey, he had to make his account private and everything up. People would come at his head.
Bro, I feel like I'm stunting his career, low key. Yeah, but no, the people that made that Tiger documentary, though, they need to get slapped.
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah, they need to get slapped up a little bit.
Okay, so asking for a friend, but if you're out here constantly struggling on some 4 putts, should you start blaming yourself or the putter?
It's all you, dog. It's all you.
But I mean, sometimes it's I don't know why I'm getting so defensive. It's not about me asking for a friend.
No, it's for him.
I'm talking about sometimes the way you look down the putter, the way it looks, it could really affect your line and shit.
Yeah, but like you said, 4 putting though, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You got
bro,
serious problems then?
bro, if you four putting, hell yeah, bro, you might be like blind or some shit. Like I'm like, okay, like before we take some lessons, let's take you to the doctor real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure, like, bro, how many fingers am I holding up? You know what I mean? Like, your ass, man, you need
Yeah.
to do a field sobriety test or something. Four putting, bro. It's never the club. It's never the clubs though, dog. Like that's something you always got to get
Yeah.
away from. The clubs can like optimize, but they not gonna save you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel it. I
They
feel
not
it.
they not gonna. It's not no fucking life jacket, dog. It's like fucking flippers. You know what I mean,
Facts. I like that.
Here it goes. Use Kirkland balls for life or have a hitch in your shot like Charles Barkley did.
bro? Give me them Kirklands. That shit,
Really?
The
bro.
Kirklands are not that bad.
You gonna disrespect an MVP like that?
Bro, what? Dog,
That hitch is fucking terrible.
bro. You almost developed a hitch watching that shit, bro. I'm like, ooh.
Hey, he didn't look that bad on at that match
At the
though.
match,
Not that bad,
no, he
that
got his
bad.
shit together. I don't know how he pulled that
I
off,
don't
bro.
know.
It made me feel like he was faking all the rest of the years or something.
So what's more important you feel on the course? Your fit or maintaining golf etiquettes?
Your fit, golf etiquette. What is like not stepping in people's line and stuff?
Yeah, it's all that bullshit. Yeah. It's gonna affect the roll or something.
Mm, that's tough. I mean, but your fit is just like when I'm thinking about fit. When you comfortable in your golf clothes, dog, you just feel like you could do anything. You know what I'm saying,
Deion Sanders said it the best, right?
bro? You know what I mean? Look good, feel good, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Play good, pay good.
Play, yeah, dog. So it's just like,
Prime
yeah,
said it best.
I'm definitely, and etiquette is like a subjective term. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna step in nobody's line, but I
If I
might.
do, my fault.
If I do, so what, dog? Shoes ain't even got no spikes. You tripping? What's good?
Hey, golf etiquette is a lot cheaper though. It'd be like $80 for a polo. Like I said, golf etiquette's a lot cheaper. It'd be like $80 for a fucking polo.
Yeah, bro. Golf clothes be expensive as hell,
Mm-hmm.
like crazy expensive. And then they be mad at you when you want to come out there in a t-shirt. Like, bro, this was $5, dog. You know what I'm saying? I already got to pay these high ass green fees.
That's why you need to get that Adidas contract right.
Man, I'm trying to get it rolled. Like, run me that heat, dog.
Okay, if you're sneaking on the course, one choice of alcoholic beverage to fill up your golf bag, what would it be?
You know what? A lot of people give it a bad rap,
You
but
gonna say that bougie ass drink
I'm a
again?
big Tito's drinker, dog. You know what I
Tito's?
mean? It's organic. You know what I mean? I feel like vodka, less calories and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's
Vodka's
like
You
tough.
don't fuck with the
I could.
tequila?
You said what,
You don't fuck with tequila?
bro? I fuck with it, but some of my worst nights, you know what I mean, came to me. Like that tequila hangover be different, dog. Like you still taste the liquor the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, what's that one drink you cannot have though?
You
And I'm gonna
said
tell
what?
you mine. What's that one drink, like that one liquor that just scarred you for fucking life?
Skull.
Skull?
Skull. Y'all know what that is?
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Bro, Skull.
I think there's a reason why.
It's the cheapest vodka ever. Either Skull or Everclear, bro.
Mine's Fireball. That shit's nasty.
It's nasty.
I will,
Fireball's doable, bro.
What?
Fireball's just...
That's on site. I'm putting hands if you offer me that shit.
I find Fireball pleasant, dog. I ain't gonna lie. It's like
In
refreshing.
what way?
It's like a big
It
red
is.
or some shit.
Yeah, facts.
Nah. Trip.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
I'll tell
All
you.
right. Last one. If you could play around with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
They gonna be on my Mount Rushmore. Like I'm gonna play golf with Tiger just because I want to see that shit up close. Tiger in his prime. I
Right.
just want to see that shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play golf with Obama because I want to just like get him drunk and see if I could get like top secret information up out of him or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I just feel like come on, bro. Like,
You ever seen
happened?
the movie National Treasure?
You said what?
You ever seen that movie National Treasure?
I saw it, but I feel like I don't remember it that well.
That's one of the questions. Like, yo, where's that fucking bug? Is there really treasure out here? Like, that's the type of president questions I would ask him.
I
You know what
want
I
to
mean?
know shit. Like he probably knows
Yeah.
shit about like aliens and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Area 51, like
What'd you say?
Area 51, shit like that.
Yeah, all that shit, dog. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get you drunk. you know. But yeah, if I'm playing, I'm gonna play with Tiger. I'm gonna play with Obama, and I'm probably gonna play with who else I want to play with? Tiger, Obama, and you said dead or alive?
Dead or
Yeah.
alive?
That'd be a nice little threesome though, dog. Real talk.
That would.
Pause.
Go us out of here, bro. Yeah, I'll have to think about that fourth one. I'm gonna hold that invite for a little bit.
Okay.
You're not gonna do the half and half. You're not gonna do the half and half. Yeah.
My
What
Martin
do you say,
X.
Martin X? Martin X.
Bro, the Martin X
That's not a
conversation
bad
is
one.
hard though, bro. Like real talk. Yeah,
True.
no, I ain't never seen none of them play golf though. So if they trash, they gonna, that shit gonna drag. I'll just talk to them after. I'll go get dinner with them.
And you and Tiger gonna be frustrated. You and Tiger have to share the cart.
Yeah. I share the car with Tiger. Even though, I don't know, conversationally, I wonder what it'd be like to spend a long amount of time around Tiger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, would it be
He's probably
interesting?
too locked in.
Would it be stimulating?
Yeah. Okay, Roger. Well, we want to thank you for joining the show, bro. Really appreciate it. Feel like we learned a lot about you.
Hell yeah.
It's a dope conversation.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, bro.
And where can the people follow you at? Give them all your ads. Be your influencer. We'll give you your 10 seconds of influencer fame.
All I got is Instagram, dog. Just Roger Steele. Just follow me on Instagram, and the rest is whatever. I'm gonna start a YouTube though soon.
Yeah, we need that, bro. I told you about that. We need that for
Yeah,
sure.
I need to start a YouTube. I'm gonna wait till it get warm outside though. Then I'm gonna just flood the streets.
Damn, I see what he did there.
I like that. Well, you're in Chicago right now. It's way too fucking cold to be playing, huh?
Yeah, dog. I'm gonna be out in California next week though, but yeah, it's way too cold. It's too cold just to do normal shit right now.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. Well, thank you guys for listening so much. We really appreciate it. Make sure you go follow our Instagram at That's How You Feel. That's THTS How You Feel for all the fire content. We're telling y'all up-to-date news and music and sports.
Funny videos.
See if Roger's going to become a social media influencer or not.
Or an
and much
ambassador.
more. Hey, yo, Don B, did we hit him with another one or what?
Yeah, we hit him with another one,
Yes,
brother.
sir.